It's the Gavis Bettel report. What's going on with Gavis Bettel? Well, Gavis Bettel broke his back. Broke back Bettel. I don't know what happened. Okay, well I'll tell you what happened. So I've been gone. Well, my voice is better, by the way. My voice is fixed. A big hoop and hurrah. Voice is back to normal. No more clamminess, no more scratchiness. So that's good. But in that time, I broke my back. I was at the gym and I was doing a bench press, and then like the socket that connected like my spine to my skull started like pulsating and giving me like a really bad migraine. And I don't know why. I think it was from like the clenching of my jaw and like my hypertension and whatever else I have. And I started getting like this really bad migraine, and I said, okay, I gotta stop. I'm just gonna stop. So then I went to bed that day and I woke up and it felt like I needed like a pulley system like Wallace and Gromit to get out of bed in the morning because the pain was so excruciatingly awful. But I said, okay, well that's not good. I'm just gonna lay here all day. And so I laid there all day, and then every day since then it's been getting a bit better. And now I'm just kind of like, my pain was like an 8. I couldn't like turn my head without like clenching my teeth. Like I had to like bite on wood. It was so painful. If my pain was like an 8, now my pain is like a 2. I am in some very mild discomfort, and it's just made its way down to like my lower back instead, and that doesn't hurt. It's just more of like a discomfort. So I'm just gonna will it away. I think it's just gonna go away. And everyone's like, oh, okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I have had back problems, spine problems. Also, I'm an adult. I know how to take care of myself, okay? Everyone's telling me to go to the hospital and get resuscitated and get like triple spine surgery. I gave myself a time frame, and I said, if the pain doesn't fade, I will go to the doctor. But it was only one day. It was only one day of that super bad pain, and then it just started kind of going away. You know, I'm gonna trust myself with all that shit. And if it gets like bad again, if it starts ramping up, I go to the doctor. But here's the thing, guys, and this guy sounds fucked up and dystopian, but I don't want to go to the doctor. Because you know what the doctor is? I'm gonna go to the doctor and they're gonna say, hey, Gavis Bettel, here's a muscle relaxant, but we're gonna need to take x-rays. Then I'm gonna need to take an x-ray, and that's gonna cost me $558,000, and they're gonna take an MRI, and that's gonna cost me $558,000, and then they're gonna give me the muscle relaxant, and that's gonna cost me $558,000. And you know what they're gonna find? They're gonna find fucking nothing, and they're gonna say, oh, actually, you just pinched a nerve, and you just have to, you know, rest and put a hot towel on your neck for the next 2 weeks, and just don't do handstands and don't go to the gym, and you'll be good. Also, that'll be $558,000 times 10. And I'll be doing that song and dance for months, and I'll be paying it off for months, and it's gonna be a shit show, and they will find nothing. The only time I'm gonna go to the doctor, and when it's super alarming, is if I can't fucking move, and it's super painful for a matter of days without rest, and nothing alleviates it, and then I'll go. But I've jumped the shark a few times already with the healthcare system going, oh shit, what's this? And then it was nothing. I'm not making that mistake again. So I'm right in and out, and lo and behold, look at that. I'm getting better each day, and before it gets worse again. But I as it stands, it's getting better each day. So here I am. But my real problem is my I think it's my stress and anxiety. I'm constantly tensed up, constantly. One time, guys, this gets something fucked up. One time I caught myself. I looked at my hand, and my hand was like bleeding. I was like, why is my hand bleeding? And I didn't realize I was clenching my hand so hard and digging my nails into my palm so badly that I caused myself to bleed, because I'm like constantly like in like this fucking like hyper tense, unrelaxed state. So if that gives you any kind of background.